Hey, I'm going to make a new screen recording for you. Um, Appreciate everything you're doing. The last thing I was doing where I was sending you, I think you only out of the 100, we only got like 10 emails in 12 hours. So we want to do something different. So I'm just going to show you a couple things. This is what we do. This is one of my clients. I don't do single family houses. I do apartment complexes, kind of real big places like this. See all these trees all around? And then I have a lot of workers, and this is what they do. These are gutters. I don't know what you have out there or whatever. The rain comes in here, and in all these states that we're in, there's lots of leaves, and we clean them out 2, 3 times a year. Pretty simple stuff. So we like buildings, that are lower than the tree line. So when you see a building like this, I mean, that's perfect. That's another one of my clients, all those buildings. I'm going to show you why I'm showing you. Look at all these trees. Okay? That's a tower. There's no gutters on here. This doesn't help me. And I'm going to tell you. So, I'm going to give you, I look at websites all the time. And then I bookmark them. Alright? This is just, that's how many I find. But I don't have time to go through and do all the email stuff. So I want you to do this for me now. Because I know you can handle it. First, I'm just going to send you these. Alright, and I'm going to make a little note next to them. Like this, they're in a lot of states. Just take the info from apartments in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. We always want managers, property managers, community managers, community managers, apartment managers, whatever. It's not the worst thing if you don't get them, but those are the people who make decisions. I don't want to confuse you on that. All right, so I'm just going to take the address, you have your thing open, drop it in there. Then you're looking for property managers. Boom. Look at all these people with email addresses. I've already found them, so I've already kind of done the work. So you just click on each one, copy and paste it. You don't need to send them an email. Then you can go get the company information or contacts, and you can put their phone number. York Properties Incorporated. This is where they're from. Yeah, you could do the headquarters here. And that's one of my customers already, but I don't have all their email addresses. Then you go in there, you put it North Carolina. Telephone, whatever. And here's the different thing. You put the name of the, we don't have the name of the complex there. We have the management company. We have a website. So we don't need it sometimes. I want email addresses. They're very valuable to me. Then the rating, I'm going to show you what that is. If we already have the email addresses, like we just saw there, we don't need a rating. But this is what I want you to do now. Every time we're looking at these communities, I'm going to use this one as. I'm going to use this one, Mahwah Townships. You're pretty much going to know as soon as you see it what you want to do. And if you don't know, you can make a note, I don't understand, on that website, because they're all different. Here's a list of condominium associations in this township of Mahwah. So if you see a management company, You can Google that. It's all about taking your time. The emails are valuable. We want to just boom. Maybe they have some emails. I don't know. I haven't looked. Chances are, if I'm sending you, unfortunately not. About us, you take your time. You can maybe look here. Let's see. You look at the team. No emails. Not a big deal. So you go back here. All right. Let's look at Birchwood Hills. We know it's in Mawa. This is what I want you to do on every one. When you're looking up a complex, not if you're looking a property management company up, or if you're just doing an email like I showed you on York Properties. But if you don't know anything about, we don't know anything about this complex, put Bing Maps into your thing, do it with maps, and you want the bird's eye. Okay? I already have it set up, so I have it in my favorites. I drop things in here. Well, first I gotta find out where it is. So I gotta check Google real quick. A lot of times one's for sale, so I'll just grab any one. It doesn't really matter. I just want an address. Go to Bing Maps. I'm going to show you why we're doing this. This is going to take longer, but this is valuable stuff. That's a lot of buildings. I like clients like that. So these are the type of buildings we want. See, they're lower. They don't look like that. They look more like that. Can't tell if there's a lot of trees there. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna give it. So you're gonna collect all that info. Why did I do that? Sorry. Let me go back to yours. It was here. You're gonna put all this stuff and anything you can find on that website. You're gonna look up, see if they got a website. They don't. You're gonna put Wilkin Management, street. You can put the street address I just found if they don't have it on Google, and then you're gonna rate it. And this is important. This is how ratings work. 0, 1, 2, and 3. 0 is no good. It's a tower or an office. No good. 0. That's it. There's no gutters on here. You're not sure of it, or it's a 1, or it's a office complex. And I'm going to show you what an office complex looks like. You could put a 0. Sometimes you're going to come up into a condominium association, and it's going to have all these businesses. That means it's a commercial one, and it's like one big building. That's a 0. Can't do anything with that. I think you know what I'm talking about. Okay? If you go to a complex and you see lots of trees and the buildings look good, that's a 3. You put a 3. If you go there and you're not sure, let's say there's not many trees around, it looks say you go there, you Bing map it, and it looks like this. Sorry, you can barely see these, but there's only like 4 buildings here. That's small. There might be trees, I don't know. I don't want to go there. We're going to call that a 1. We're going to delete 2's. We don't even need 2's. It's either good. That's a 1. I don't know what that is. I mean, there's not that many buildings. That's a 0. That's a 3. That's a 3. See all these trees around? And it's big. I don't know what that is. So that other one we saw, that condo complex, the one I showed you, it was in Mawa. There was a lot of buildings and a lot of trees, so we'll call it a 3. So skip 2. So at the end of it, I hope you understand you're going to have all these 3's and whatever. And the reason being, because there's a lot we can't find emails to. Some we find telephone numbers to. That's fine. I can call them. But if I'm going to go drive, or I'm going to send one of my sales guys, and we're going to drive to go look at 20 complexes one day, I want to know they're 3's. I want to know there's trees there. I don't want to drive and find out it looks like that. Okay? And if it looked like this, call it a 1 if you're not sure. You know that doesn't look good, and you can tell that does look good. A lot of trees, a lot of buildings. Just look at them all. There's lots of buildings. You don't have to worry. I'm going to check before we drive there, but this will slow time down. If you only see 3-4 buildings, and it's like, I don't know, that looks small. I wouldn't want to drive out here because nobody's there. So I hope you're understanding all this. You can always ask me questions, or I can do more. And that's what we do. So, and just look at the things. Now, for this, I'm going to go to this, same thing. I told you the directions in there, so I got all these things open. Sorry, this is a little long. I want, these are the states I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. So I said take from, I'll always try to tell you, I'll tell you that, so you know what you're looking at. So let's just take one in North Carolina. I already know that they have emails just for leasing. So you go here, contact, boom, grab that. That's the email, that's the address, there's the phone number, there's all your information right there. But yeah, take a look at it while you're there. Maybe I'll send my guy down there. The buildings look good. I don't really see any trees. In fact, I don't see any trees. I see trees over here, but those don't get into these buildings. So I'm going to call that a 1. That means, hey, Kevin, check this for me. I don't know what this is. Alright? But most of them are going to have trees. And I'll give you one. Just kind of showing you all these things are different. Sometimes it's just, I just send you something quick like this. I mean, this is just, I might have come across a site and I just put it in my bookmarks, and their property management. There's an email. Here's an email. Don't worry about broker record. We want property manager. I'll take a president. This really isn't that good, but you don't spend a lot of time on here. Maybe you click around, see if do they have complexes. They don't. So that's all we want. I would just grab his name, Crossroads Management. I mean, at the end of this, you're going to have, 100 emails. Is a lot. I'm going to give you explain capture management companies. This is a little harder. Take your time with the site. Say I don't understand, and I'll tell you on that website what to do. We're going to click each one of these because each one of these brings up a lot of townhouses. Of course, you're going to do it in order, but sorry. We're going to do the same thing. Click on it because these are websites I've seen. They all have association contacts. So we're going to do two things. We're going to put this actual association into here with all the management info and the management company now that we know it.